Okay, sorry about that. My iPad got too full. I had to delete Genshin Impact. Cup. Cup. Open. Paint thinner. Okay. Okay, I guess we'll start painting now. Okay. Do you think it's kind of funny when you procrastinate things that you love doing? Why do we do that? Okay. I think I'm going to use my new brushes. Oh, dude, getting new brushes is like Christmas. It's like I've been using scraps for so long. I've been using these. Oh God, I've been using some gross brushes that are just like painting with plastic. Would be better just to paint with your fingers, and I'm using these brushes. I should just buy new ones or clean them better. But new ones, I'm like, oh, it's like Christmas morning. It's wonderful. I feel so bougie with new ones. Which ones do I want to start with? Let's use a bigger one. Let's kind of learn together because I'm trying to change my process of painting. Oh my goodness, come on. I'm trying to change how I paint because I've painted in the past. Oh, let go. I painted in the past like a different method. Like, it was like, when I painted like I was drawing. Like if I did a sketch, like with a pencil and paper, like how I would sketch a drawing out. I think I shouldn't be doing that anymore. I think there's a better way to do it and a faster way to do it. Because when I did sorry, I had an opinion, I'll share it later. When I worked on like this one, and I've worked on a lot of them, and really when I worked with all my paintings before, I would do a sketch, repaint it. Do a sketch, repaint it. Paint over that painting, paint over that painting, undo everything I did and just build on top of it. Redo the face 18,000 times. I think I found a better way to do it. All right, come here, little guys. Give me your brushes. Come on. Get in my hand. Throw this away. Here's a quick opinion too. Fan brush. I think if I became a teacher, first things to go, everybody, hand over your black paint. Give it to me. Put your names on it with a Sharpie. I'll give it back at the end of the year so I don't steal from you. Give me all your black paint. Hand it over. I'll have a hoard of black paint in a bucket. Second thing, give me all of your fan brushes. We are not Bob Ross. Give them to me. You are not allowed to use it unless you prove to me that you can use it in a good way. Do not show me. This is horrible because all artists, it's whatever. Do not show me happy trees. That sounds horrible to say. I am sick of the fan brush. Give it to me. You're not allowed to have it. Not allowed. And I love Bob Ross, gentle, kind soul of a man. I love what he's done, spreading art to people. I do. But you are not allowed to use a pan brush around me. You just can't. Oh God, these brushes look awesome. These brushes look fancy. And by fancy, I mean clean. Clean and new and unused. fresh off the factory. Fresh off the, who knows where this plastic hair came from. Fresh off the dinosaurs. Fresh off the, I don't even know. To be honest, I don't really know how these things are made. I should probably look it up. Okay, anyway. Let me think. I got his own in. It's been a while since I painted, so. I think the first thing that I would want to do to this is I jacked up the ear. The ear looked good, but then I jacked up the ear because I was overthinking it, and I also kind of jacked up the face because I was overthinking it, and I jacked up the shaping because I was overthinking it. So the first things, my thing is, okay, when I approach a painting too, say I could only change this in 5 strokes. Because if I go, I have unlimited amount of strokes of painting that I can do. I have an unlimited amount. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna take 4 hours on something, and then I'm gonna have to paint directly over it because I got too in the zone of something instead of looked at the whole picture. So if I could only change this painting in 5 strokes, where would I put them? I'm gonna play a little Dora here. Let's play some Dora. Where would you put them? Where would you put them? If I could, where do you see the errors in this? Where would you put the strokes? I'll give you a second. Ooh, let's put a little light on this. Oh, does that make it better or worse? Oh yeah, that's good. There you go, maybe you can see it a little better. Okay. Blow my nose while you look. Alright. Did you find out your answer? Okay, you got your answer. Where would you change this? Let me think what I would do. The first, number one, the first thing that comes to my face, my face, I guess, but first thing that comes to mind is this area here. It looks like the face shape isn't really correct. It looks like, I don't know, something about this lighting isn't really right. The edge of the face here. I think what I did is, naturally, you have to think about what you want to do naturally, and then you have to fight against that sometimes. Naturally, what I would want to do is cut this chin, and I would cut it down this line because the chin looks up. So I would cut this off and add a darker hair here. But I don't think that's the right decision, so that's where I have to look at the reference photo and measure it out. Because I know things that come naturally to me, and sizes that come naturally to me, and I can make it accurate without looking. But some things, I know that I'm gonna make the wrong decision. I need to look at the reference photo and physically measure it out. So the problem that I had with this one a lot is the reference picture that I have a hand right here. There's a hand. So I'm not going directly off the photo. I'm using it somewhat as a reference, but I'm not using it as the exact thing. So this I have to make up, kind of. So this is the area that I messed up, and especially like here. And for me, the shoulder's off too. Like, I don't know, the shoulder, I think it would look better if this was kind of, you know, like this, kind of more at an angle, like cut off. This is all blue and this stays. It also kind of looks like the armpit is tucked up too high. It should come down because that's the sleeve. And it's like my armpits are like, you know, really winged up here, you know. And I know this is a wrinkle, it goes down, my arms are kind of back, but I think that this is off. I know it's just me putting color down to kind of get a basic shape. It's just a sketch. But if I were to fix this, I would bring this lighter color down, shift it down and cover this, and cut that angle. To me, I wouldn't focus on the face yet until all of these things are set in place, because if I need to shift anything, you know, the face is extremely delicate, dude. Like, a human face is one of the hardest things to paint because we know what they're supposed to look like, you know? We got this uncanny thing where you're like, that face doesn't look right. And it's even worse when it's a face that you know? It's a face you're supposed to recognize. It's supposed to be me. But it doesn't, you know, it's a different version of me, but it's not really me. So I gotta fix it a lot. The neck, too. I think what I need to do first is add darkness to this thing, okay? Dark. I need to add some dark colors in here. So, like, I would start by putting something really dark right here. Just a simple curve, because I know I'm not going to be wrong with that. I'm going to have to look at the reference, but I'm kind of thinking about putting some hair, something here. I like the ghostly feeling of this kind of, you know, this shift here. I kind of like that. It's like a weird ghosty kind of, you know, it's like a misty kind of feeling. I like that. I don't want to lose that, but I can always kind of add that later. We need to get the shape down right first. This looks okay, but it could be better, you know. But I think the main thing is getting darkness in here. We need some darkness in this. Whoa, oh my God, I'm about to fall. So that's the main thing, just to shape and kind of frame the face better. And then, of course, I'm actually very proud of the lips. I really like the lips, the shading and the lights on the lips. I like that. I like the nose a lot. The eyes could use some work, especially this side. Like, if you do this, where do you think that eye should be? Sometimes that's a good practice. Where is that eye supposed to be? Whoop, is that right? Is that kind of right? Is that wrong? See, that looks pretty good. Like, you know, like that. That looks pretty good. Looks like you got a fever, honey? Let me just... So, touching my face. Is that where that eye's supposed to be? I think it's a little low. I think it should be a little higher. You know what I mean? Like, this looks fine. This looks kind of natural. That, you start to see, especially when you look at it first, you're like, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I couldn't do that. I'm not saying you necessarily, but like, people are like, well, I couldn't do that. I don't see anything wrong. Do stuff like that, and you start to kind of get the sense, even if you think it still looks good, you could be like, I can kind of see what you're talking about, because that does look a little low. If you're thinking about an actual human face, you know, like that eye's a little low. So we'll try to fix that up too. But once you start covering some spots, you can kind of see, like, the head shape is also a little off. When I do that, the bangs are poking up really high. Maybe the bangs should go away, you know, should come down more if you start doing stuff like that. So that also helps me covering things. Like, that looks okay, but then this eye's off. It's like one eye, if you look at just one eye, it looks good, but both eyes, something's a little bit off, you know? So that kind of helps you, because if you're staring at this thing for 12 hours, you're like, I don't know what's wrong with it. That is a good practice to kind of help you with that. Also this, you know, there's a lot of things in here that could be improved. So, give me a sec, and then I'll come back, and I'll get some Gamsol and stuff set up, and then, yeah, and then I guess we'll go ahead and start painting. Wow, look at that. We're actually gonna paint.